Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ngo. Today I want to talk about build with flood damage resistant materials. In this presentation, I want to introduce to everybody on flood damage resistant materials. What are they and why they're important? As an audience, I want everybody at least to remember the definition, the benefits, and tips when using this material after this presentation. This topic is important because it's a cost-effective approach before you do any modification to the structure, and it is important to understand the characteristics of these materials. The people that need to know this information is designers, builders, and homeowners. There are a couple of key takeaways that I want everybody at least to remember after this presentation is one, know how to classify the materials. Secondly is by using the material, it only can prevent the damage to the structure, but not protect your building from flood hazard. Here is how we classify the flood damage resistant materials. The material have to withstand direct contact, prolonged contact, which means have to be under flood water in 72 hours at least, without significant damage to the structure and to the material itself. According to an FIP, there are 5 classes. The first 3 classes is unacceptable because either the material cannot withstand the resist to clean water, and if they can resist to clean water, they cannot resist to flood water. However, in level 4 to 5, the material can resist to flood water and also can resist to the damage that caused by moving water. There are several locations that we can apply this material into the building. Can be in floors, walls, ceiling, even in the area that below BFE. Here are several of material that we can use, implement in the building for flood damage resistant materials. For floor, we can use any water resistant materials such as concrete tile, ceramic tile, porcelain tiles, vinyl. Those are water resistant. For floor, if there are wood structure, we recommend you using pressure treated or decay resistant material. Another substitution to wood, we can using galvanized cold form steel for your structure. For wall, same thing with the floor. If we're using wood, we're using pressure treated wood or decay resistant lumber, or we can also using galvanized cold form steel for your structure of the wall. And instead of using traditional gypsum board, we can using non-paper phase gypsum board or cement board. For paint, instead of using water based, we can using polyester epoxy paint. And for insulation, we can use foam and closed cell insulation instead of bait insulation for the wall. There are other material we can also implement into the building that considered as a flood damage resistant. For instance, for doors, instead of using wood door, we can using hollow metal doors. And for the furniture, such as cabinets, instead of using wood or laminate, we recommend using metal because they are water resistant. Here are several benefits that by using the material. First of all, it prevents damage to the structure. Second is will make cleanup easier after the flood happened. Sometimes the material we chose is also can consider as low maintenance, such as ceramic tile, porcelain tile, vinyl, epoxy paint. Those are low maintenance material. Here's are some tips and advice that I want to point out to everybody in this presentation. Is first of all, by using the material, it can only reduce the water damage only, but not protect your building from flood hazard. And second recommendation is the area below BFE. We recommend you guys using stainless or galvanized steel as a material. Another one I want to point out is flood insurance. They do not cover any damage to the finishing material under BFE area. Even though we are planning to using flood damage resistant material, they will not cover it. And before you do any modification to your building, it's better you go and check with your local building official, especially if you live in a coastal area, because by using the material, it can cause and create obstruction to your building. And last but not least, that we recommend is area below BFE. You guys should using that area for only parking, storage, and access only, because it will minimize the cost that you're going to spend to repair the area. And that's it. That is my presentation. I hope it's helpful. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.